Bread and Roses, Missouri uses an arts lens to examine social and economic justice issues in all our programming. We believe that cultural and creative expression are a means to effect deep and lasting social change. As the labor hymn for which the organization is named reminds us, hearts starve as well as bodies. Give us bread and give us roses.
Our Workers Theater Project strives to make theater more accessible and inclusive to workers and their families, to broaden who partakes in artistic expression, and to welcome working-class St. Louis into artistic spaces. The Workers' Opera is an annual play written with workers in sanitation, communication, and food services. These workers turned actors collaborate and train for months each year to create a series of sketches that connect stories of struggle, past and present.
My name is Michael Paplanis, and I am part of the Communication Workers of America, Local 6300. I am the organizing chair. I'm also on several committees. We keep busy. Honestly, Workers Opera came at a point in my life when I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like anybody else, stuff goes on. Life's difficult, and it was kind of a beacon of hope. It kind of showed me that there really is good in the world.
I'm Larry Shelton. I work in food. I'm an aspiring writer. And I've been with the Workers Opera for a couple years now. But I've been with Bread and Roses for since the beginning. I was a student in high school, and they were doing after-school programs. We were the first. We were their experiment program. They came to Riverview Gardens, and we were the first group of kids that they experimented with, and we made art and sang songs, and it was almost like a spiritual thing, We had this long sheet of paper that we spread out across the floor, and we had to write a word down of importance, or that just stood out to us at the time. They took us to local union buildings, and we got introduced to Jobs with Justice. I've been a part of Youth Initiative. I've been a teaching artist, and I've been a member of the Workers Opera.
Shelton had some prior experience performing before Bread and Roses. Shannon Duffy did not. He's the local business representative for the United Media Guild, and he's been a union activist for 30 years. Joining the cast was a big leap for him.
It was really outside my comfort zone.
How'd you work through it?
A lot of white knuckling.
White knuckles and all, Duffy stuck with it, and this will be his fourth Workers Opera. He says it's worth it.
In my union, we talk all the time to our members, and unions think, oh, well, we're spreading the message. But what they're doing is they're like preaching to the choir.
By taking the pro-union message to the stage, Duffy wants to reach some new ears.
That exposes the message of social and economic justice to an entirely different kind of audience.
Art moves people in ways that lectures and PowerPoint can't. All of a sudden, you are having to go beyond the intellect, and you're tapping into what's happening in your heart. And in some way, there's a connection that happens because you see a character that's like, oh, wow, I've said those things, or I've thought those things. Right. So look, y'all, let's get in the habit of this, because you all are getting so good now. It's okay. People forget lines. We're human. We're not robots. But once you know it, you're clear about your through line, right? I mean, you're clear about your intention. Make the frustration of, darn it, I forgot my line, be part of giving that to him. You know what I mean?
We have to constantly go over the lines until we get it right.
That's Georgia Brown Moore. She's been a union member for about 20 years, and these days works at the cafeteria at Roosevelt High School in St. Louis.
But it's a nice experience because we speak on a lot of issues that's going on around the world today and in our community. We try to get a point across to people that don't know what's really going on.
Together with my brothers and sisters of Bread and Roses. My weapon is my voice.
Thank you to our sponsors who make our work possible: the Missouri Arts Council, the Arts and Education Council, the Callup Foundation, and the John and Carolyn Peterson Charitable Foundation. To learn more about Bread and Roses Missouri, visit breadandrosesmo.org.